Lolly mate. You've got your king all tucked in behind those cozy little castle walls, feeling totally safe. Then bam! The queen swoops in for the final strike, all while being backed up by a pawn. It's the ultimate betrayal. Diagonal corridor. Stuck with the bishop. Okay, this one's hilarious. Imagine a lonely little bishop just chilling on the diagonal when suddenly, boom, he finishes the game all by himself. It's like when your little sibling gets you back for that prank from 3 days ago. The bishop's got this one locked down. Railroad. The chess train. Wreck. Next stop. Checkmate station. The railroad mate is basically an unstoppable train made of a rook and a queen moving together like they're on a track, and the poor enemy king is just standing in the way, unable to do a thing. White's king drives the train, black's king is on the tracks, and well, we all know how this one ends. Let's just say black's king didn't read the train schedule. Max Lang mate. Teamwork makes the dream work. Now here's a classic for you. The Max Lang mate is all about teamwork. You've got a queen and a bishop teaming up like the best tag team duo in wrestling. The queen goes in, throws a few punches, metaphorically of course, and the bishop's like, "You ready for this?" Boom, checkmate. Max Lang, named after a German chess player, really knew how to make these two pieces work together like peanut butter and jelly. Balestra mate. Snip, snip, checkmate. All right, the balestra mate is where things get stylish. Imagine the queen and bishop working together like a pair of scissors, just cutting off all of the enemy king's escape routes. The queen's like, "I got the top, you take the side," and the bishop's all, "Say no more." The final position looks like a neat little scissor pattern, only instead of cutting paper, they're cutting off the king's dreams of survival. Greco mate, the king on the edge. In this one, the enemy king is trapped right on the edge of the board, completely exposed. You know that feeling when you're stuck in the corner and there's nowhere to go? Yeah, that's the king here, and the rook's just like, "Don't worry, I got this," delivering the final blow. Greco would be proud. The king's probably thinking, "This is a real checkmate sandwich. I'm the filling." Corner mate, the knight and rook show. Now, the corner mate is where the rook and the knight team up for a knockout. The rook steps up and says, "Nope, you're not going anywhere," while the knight just leaps in for the finishing move. "I'll give you an apple if you just go away." Knight, do I look like I take bribes, my guy? I'm here for checkmate, not snacks. Scholar's mate, the classic trap. Ah yes, scholar's mate. The old, get your queen out super early and pray your opponent's not paying attention move. This one works best against players who might not be paying enough attention. You know, the ones still learning the ropes. "Hey babe, wanna try the scholar's mate? Only if you keep the hat on while you do it." Fool's mate. For the truly unlucky, fool's mate is the fastest checkmate in chess. But let's be real, it only works if your opponent makes a couple of terrible moves, like really bad ones. This is for when you catch someone completely off guard. What just happened? Checkmate already? Smothered mate. The beautiful finish. Ah, the smothered mate. It's one of the most satisfying checkmates in all of chess, mostly because it looks so cool. A lone knight is all it takes to deliver the final blow while the enemy king is trapped by his own pieces, like he's wrapped in bubble wrap and can't move. It's like when you're trying to avoid responsibility but everything around you traps you in. Guess there's no way out, except losing. Bowden mate, the bishop tag team. In the Bowden mate, the bishops pull a classic scissors move to trap the king. It's like they're snipping away his options until the only thing left is checkmate. And the best part? White sacrifices the queen to make it happen. Bombardier mate. Bishops bomb away. This one's like a military strike. The bishops bomb down their diagonals, trapping the king and leaving him with nowhere to hide. One bishop delivers the final checkmate while the other makes sure the king can't run for cover. Checkmate. Anderson's mate, the pawn support. In Anderson's mate, the rook steps up to the plate to checkmate the enemy king on the 8th rank. All while a little pawn is there, cheering him on like a supportive sidekick. It's a true "I couldn't have done it without you" pawn moment. Vukovic mate, the three-piece combo. Vukovic mate is a rare one, but when it happens, it's a thing of beauty. You need 3 pieces to pull this off, with white sacrificing a bishop first before delivering a devastating checkmate in 2 moves. It's like chess fireworks. Arabian mate, the dynamic duo. The Arabian mate shows off the combined power of the knight and rook working together. White sacrifices the rook and the knight swoops in for the final hit. It's like the ultimate buddy cop movie, only instead of solving crimes, they're taking down a king. Anastasia's mate, the drama queen. In Anastasia's mate, the enemy king is stuck on the edge of the board, thinking he's got at least one more move left, but nope, the rook delivers the final blow after a sneaky queen sacrifice. Beauty in simplicity. Retti's mate is a gorgeous checkmate pattern that kicks off with a queen sacrifice, and then the bishop and rook team up for the finish. It's like watching a chess symphony where every piece plays its part perfectly. A real chef's kiss moment. Lawn mower mate, cutting down the king. This one's hilarious. It's called the lawn mower mate because two rooks, or sometimes a rook and queen, work together to just mow down the enemy king's escape options, like they're trimming the lawn. The king's like, "Help, I'm trapped," and the rooks are just humming along like, "We're doing yard work here, nothing to see." Blind swine mate, the rook party on the 7th rank. Blind swine mate is all about two rooks dominating the 7th rank, like a pair of unstoppable forces. It's like a chess buddy cop movie where the rooks are just too powerful together. The poor king doesn't stand a chance. Rook 1. "Hey, wanna crush the king?" Rook 2. "Always, let's do this." Triangle mate. Geometry wins. Alright, this one's a fun visual. Imagine a triangle formed by the queen, the rook, and the enemy king. Yeah, that's what the triangle mate looks like. It's as if the queen's having relationship drama with the king. "Did you just get checkmated again? You're so useless. I'm finding another husband." Back rank. Trapped by your own army. Here's a classic. In back rank mate, the king is stuck on the last rank, completely blocked by its own pawns. The rook or queen then swoops in to deliver the final blow, and the king's just standing there like, "Really, guys?" Damiano's mate. Sneaky queen on the 7th rank. In Damiano's mate, the queen is chilling on the 7th rank, delivering checkmate from the edge of the board while being protected by a trusty pawn. The king thinks he's safe, but then the queen pulls off the sneak attack. Two knights, the ultimate duo. Two knights teaming up for checkmate is something special. They roll together like chess's version of a dynamic duo, finishing off the enemy king with style. White usually sacrifices the queen first, and then it's all about the knights dancing around the board. The Arabian mate. This ancient pattern shows the incredible power of a knight and rook working together to take down the king. The rook might sacrifice itself, but the knight swoops in for the kill like the real hero. The king's breathless defeat in suffocation. The poor king is gasping for air as the bishop locks down some crucial escape squares, and then, boom, the knight jumps in and finishes the job. The king's like, "Help, I'm suffocating." But let's be real, we all know he secretly enjoys the drama. David and Goliath, the underdog triumphs. This one's like the classic David vs. Goliath story, but in chess, a tiny pawn steps up to deliver the checkmate. The black king is stuck, and the pawn looks all innocent and harmless, but when white sacrifices the queen to distract the opponent, that little pawn lands the final blow. Holet, scandal on the chessboard. In Holet mate, the king is in check, and there's no safe place to run. The real plot twist? The white queen's been spilling secrets. "I was with the white queen last night, and she told me not to say this, but I don't care." King, "Wait, what? Who cares about that? I'm getting checkmated." Trapped like a boss. This one's all about coordination. The rook and queen work together to form a 3x3 kill box around the enemy king, trapping him like he's stuck in a tiny prison cell. In this case, the black rook sacrifices itself to clear the way for the final blow. Coup's mate, blocked by your own army. In Coup's mate, the enemy king is betrayed by his own pieces. They're blocking all his escape routes, and white takes advantage by sacrificing a rook to clear the path for the queen. The result? The black king gets checkmated in just 3 moves. Pillsbury mate, the sweet finish. In Pillsbury mate, the bishop takes control of the corner square where the castled king is hiding, while the rook swoops in to deliver the final checkmate on an open file. It's like setting up the perfect dessert. Every piece has its role to make the ending deliciously satisfying. Sweet victory. If black tries to move the rook back, white's pawn steps in to block the check. Then black might think, hey, maybe sacrificing my rook will lure the king out, but white is ready to finish the job with a flawless checkmate. It's like trying to pull a prank, but the punchline is a game over. And that's a wrap on checkmate patterns. From queens to knights, these moves are all about teamwork, timing, and sometimes just a little bit of sass from the pieces themselves. Who knew chess could be so entertaining?